the unprecedented success that has come over the last 20 years at Olympic level. And one of the main reasons for that was Zaur Antia's arrival to Dublin in late 2002. He initially applied for the job of head coach on the same day that Billy Walsh applied. Billy Walsh got the job, but Zaur impressed everybody so well. Gary Keegan went off and managed to get a technical coach, and between the two of them, well, we saw what happened in Beijing and in London, and then what Zaur was able to achieve with that team in Tokyo just a few weeks ago. I'm delighted that Zaur Antia is with us now. Nice to talk to you, Zaur.
Thank you. Nice to talk to you as well.
We can hear you loud and clear. The last time I saw you, Kelly Harrington was hanging you out to dry on social media with pictures of you dancing behind the scenes in Tokyo.
Yeah. Oh, that was a great day. That was a very, very happy day in our lives. It's amazing when you achieve such a gold medal. You know, this is I can't express how happy you feel at that moment.
Are you
see how? Yeah.
Are you somebody who gets in those moments? Are you someone who gets quite emotional with what has been achieved? That it's the end of this journey that you've had together and spent so much long together? Are you able to, or do you prefer to step back and say, actually, you know, technically we've done our job, we've got here, it's what we deserve?
Of course. If you, when you're thinking what happened, this happened everything because of what job we had done, how much work we did, and how correctly we approached as a team with this preparation and everything. Absolutely, in this the time when it was such a difficult time, as you know, the COVID situations and everything. Okay, what happened was fantastic preparation and plenty of challenge, but we deal with challenge very well with excellent positive environment, and we created everything. We tried to create the best environment, good atmosphere among team, and the situation was fantastic. That's why a result as well we achieved.
You have an incredible reputation, Zaur, for your ability to coach the technical skills, the art of boxing, and you now have that role as head technical and tactical coach. Where did the love of boxing come from as a child, and the want to have a real deep understanding of the skills of boxing?
I'm from Georgia originally. I came in Ireland in 2003. There was a coaching interview for job, but before that, I was working in Georgia. I was boxer, and I was 6 times Georgian champion. I was a Soviet Union medalist, and I had good experience in boxing. And then in 1985, I started work as a coach. And then in my coaching career in Georgia, I had good achievements as a club coach, and then as a national team coach. I had about all my club boxers, about 12 boxers achieved European and world medals. And I had in Georgia as well 3 Olympians. I helped develop boxers of the 3 Olympians. And then when I was head coach of Georgian youth team, that happened. One of the very good my friends today is from Cork. His name is Daniel O'Connell, who I met in Georgia, and we meet each other in Georgia, in my town, Poti, and then he was in my club, and he saw what kind of boxers we had, how many European and world medals. At the same time, I trained, and there happened the conversation we had hospitality, we had everything, and then that's how he let me know about that in Ireland happens the job interview for a head coaching job. And then after that, I made decision to apply for this. I sent my CV, and that's how I came in Ireland. And then when I came in Ireland, I had this interview, but I'm very happy. I meet here a very, very good team, such a excellent team. I was Gary Keegan was that time high performance director.
Yeah.
And I had no language. I had no language, but I translated that time. And I passed that 3 of the exams in the interview. But very interesting was last interview, which was where Gary Keegan was impressed by, sometimes we say, sometimes action speaks higher than voice, and that's how I provide that boxing session from my plan, number 4, day 4, which is I did without language very well. A team, we find the chemistry with the team, which I never know before, and that's how.
Right.
I think that time already Billy Walsh already had got the job. I was last in the interview. I think I was number 17, as I remember now. And then Gary Keegan made decision that he said we should not let him go from here. And he gave Gary Keegan, they gave me the title, head technical tactical coach. That's how I start working in Ireland. But I had boxing background as a.
What was life like, Zaur, in Georgia as a boxing coach? You've obviously travelled a long way to come to Ireland without much English at the time. Were you very eager to get out of Georgia in 2002, 2003?
2003. No. This, as I said, I was a head coach of national team of Georgia, youth team. And then another election when it came, I won again. They extend my coaching job, but then I received from Ireland the invitation. And then I spoke with the president of federation, which is former world champion. I know is very close to me, person in Georgia. And I told him, I want to challenge myself, and I'm decide to go and have this interview, and we see what happens. I'm looking for more challenge. I'm looking for more things to do in my future. And they told me, okay, Zaur, whatever you decide. And that's how I went in Ireland, and then that's what happened. I got the job, and
20 years later, here you are.
How I start. Sorry?
Ronan, you want to jump in?
Yeah, and Zaur, when you arrived, and the likes of Andy Lee and Eric Donovan, Kenneth Egan have spoken about the technical skills you brought and the principles. I'm just curious what those principles are. Like, what were the key elements you wanted to bring to Irish boxing, and what did you think of the technique of Irish boxers when you arrived back in 2003?
First of all, as I said, in Georgia I had success as a coach, as a national coach, as a club coach. I had success, and this success, when I'm looking for this experience, I always remember my experience, but I always try to develop all the time, and I was always mostly looking forward. And my approach to work exactly was chemistry in Ireland. I had good fun without language. I had good relationship with boxers. I had excellent boxing skills because I was working not only in Georgia, I was working as a lead coach of the Soviet Union country, because I had boxers, 3 boxers, even 4 boxers I had in the Soviet Union team, which is, as you know, that was a strong, very strong team. And I was working with them. And I had good experience, I had good knowledge. And when I came in Ireland, I saw where we are, what we need to, where we have to, what areas we have to work. That's how I start working with the boxers. From the first time, we find very good friendship with boxers. Everyone, Andy Lee, all boxers, Eric Donovan, Johnny Joyce, and all these boxers get very good close to me, and we start working, and that's how began my success as a coach in Ireland. That's how this is begin.
Whenever,
and of course, I had big support from high performance director. Was this Gary Keegan, which was a very smart person, who allowed me and helped me to deliver my success. We had many conversations. He asked me how I think, what we have to do to develop boxing in Ireland. And then I said that I was thinking better to go in Russia, because I had good relationship with the Russian national team, and I had post-Soviet Union countries, because there is some boxing academy, different levels. You can train boxers, not go straight away to Cuba, because there is the universal boxer. And I definitely knew what exactly in that period of time would be best for Irish boxers. That's how we start. We went in Russia, we trained with them, they came to us, and boxers they adapt these things, and they start developing, they start grow. And that's how the beginning was like this.
Yeah, learn from the best to become the best. You mentioned Gary Keegan and his influence. It does seem a perfect coming together of so many people with the right mindset about elite performance, with your arrival and Billy Walsh's appointment. And anytime we talk to Billy, his eyes light up when your name is mentioned, and is so full of praise for your role over the last 20 years. When you go back to your first meetings, did you bond straight away? Were you clearly aligned in what you wanted for Irish boxing straight away?
When I came, I had interview, and when I made it my interview was a boxing session. I straight away see where is Irish boxing. And then the most important thing was the team, the coaching team, especially Gary Keegan, then Billy Walsh. There was Cahill already. And these people were very much willing to learn and develop, and to help Irish boxing to move in other stages. That's why this best good team, coaching team, and good staff team. That's what started developing of the boxing in Ireland. That's what I was. Very good workers. Billy was fantastic. We always try to help each other. We always try to. We love the challenge. This is what is the most important, is when you love challenge, and because challenge is the only way to reach your potential, to go forward.
It must have been quite a shock, I'd imagine, the day Billy sat down with you or made the phone call, or whatever way it happened, where Billy announced that he was leaving.
That was for everybody. That was that period of time. That was Olympic year, and that Olympic year when Billy left, then we had only 4 boxers qualified that time, and that was a shock for everybody. When such a big change happens, it's not easy for the team. And then what can you do when he left? Look, I left Georgia as well, you understand? And then he left Ireland as well. But then we start working in Ireland, and Billy start work in America, USA, and as a good coach, he had plenty of good success over there, and we continue as well.
Yeah, he was saying you had a lot of good fun. You had a lot of good fun in Tokyo as well when you met up.
We not meet only in Tokyo. We meet all the time each other in training camps. Billy invited us in America. We had good preparation in America as well. a very good training camp, and we always try to help each other, develop each other, and work together.
Zaur,
we always welcome each other, because we had good experience work together. We had good chemistry when we worked.
I know initially, Zaur, when Billy was there, you were very much focused on the technical side of things, as you mentioned here. But when he left, how much did your role change? Obviously, it changed in title, but in terms of having to manage the group of boxers, as you touched on, like, can you just tell us a bit about how that whole dynamic changed around Rio and after Rio?
When Billy left, of course, that was a little bit big change happened. We mobilized straight away. We had 4 qualifiers. Then we know Billy is gone. Then I become interim head coach. And then we had big conversation with our CEO, Fergal Cruz, who maximum support me. And we start working. And we did everything. We qualified another 4 boxers for Rio Olympic Games. We had 8 qualified there. But what happened in Rio, everybody knows. Despite boxers perform not too bad. But we had no success in Rio. But I don't want to go back. Why this happened? What happened? Everybody knows what happened there. But when the movie, the Rocky Balboa, you know that movie?
Oh yeah.
When Rocky says, it's not about how hard you can hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep move forward. This means we felt in Rio, but only 4 years after. In that next 4 years as well, we had many success, world champions, European champions, many of them. And then, when such a big team, our teams left, the Michael Conan gone, Hadi Barnes, Katie Taylor, all our best boxers left, this. And then with this team, young team, new team, okay, we worked very hard, very well. And most important thing, what happened to us, and I am very happy with our CEO and all this organization, because remember when we said about we had Gary Keegan, which was a very, very good high-performance director, and what achieved high performance, that was very big of his help. But next we had a high-performance director today, who is high performance. This is I'm very happy that we have Bernard Don, which was fantastic work, fantastic management for everything, every side. That's why such a good things we achieved this medals. We had 7 qualifiers, as you know, and every one of these boxers performed their best. And we had 2 medals, as you know. That's a big success for Ireland after Rio, how we felt. And we recovered very well, and we will
certainly
continue.
Yeah, Irish boxing certainly did recover well. You've mentioned lots of different names there, from your arrival in Ireland, from the early days of Andy Lee and Eric Donovan, through to Kenny Egan, Katie Taylor, Michael Conlon, now through to Kelly Harrington, Aidan Walsh. They all have their own attributes, whether it's bravery, courageousness, their ability to take that punch. If you're looking at pure technical skill, who's the best boxer you've coached?
This is a very difficult question. It's like picking his favorite child.
Yeah, we'll be clipping. We'll be sending it. We'll be sending it to all the rest of them.
Very easy to answer. We had 9 medals. Okay, and everyone. I can't say one is better than another. Okay, every boxer we train, and every boxer achieved the medals, and even boxers who did not achieve, and they lost in quarterfinals. And I'm the coach I won't like boxer who won. which is one fight, I'm not happy. I'm more happy with boxer who lost fight, but that performed best. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
What I want to say. That's why what I want to say, many boxers, all our boxers are very good boxers. What can I say about Katie Taylor? It's fantastic, but John Nevin, Kenny Egan. Kenny Egan's fight was so close, the final. Same, John Nevin in the final. Very, very close fight they did, the performance they did. We had a boxer, the Darren Sunderland, who is a very big pain for us, for everybody. But as well, he could achieve bigger medals. What I want to say, every boxer who had medals, they were universal boxers. What I want to say about this team who compete today in these days in Tokyo Olympic Games, I call them when we qualified, 7. I start joking, like this, Magnificent 7, I said. I watched that movie, this movie. And that's why I start calling this back. Inside my heart, when I was looking, how preparation goes, how we're acting, how everything is managed, and how everything, as a coaching team, with the leading of Bernardon, how we all working, maximize a positive environment, keep everybody psychologically very, very good level, okay? All scientists, the team, everybody work their best. You can't imagine how they work, okay? Everyone, exactly they are Magnificent 7, because if you look everybody's fight, everyone performed their maximum. If they lost fights, but both was very, very close. And everyone who watched, even they lost, can be proud as an Irish fighter. Am I true? What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's 100%. Another thing I want to say about our bronze medalist who got the bronze medal, absolutely fantastic boxer. He was so happy and injured legs. And you never know what could happen, and cannot go fight in semi-final. That was painful. But what I want to say about Kelly Harrington is absolutely a phenomenal boxer. I call her the professor of boxing, Kelly, before he achieved this gold medal, she was a world silver medalist, 2017, and then 19, she got the gold medal. And we made changes every time something we reach. Always we know what next should be to become better. And exactly, Kelly Harrington is like I always told her, you are two persons same time. What this means, two persons same time means she's a Sopa and Orthodox as well. She can fight in two styles, in close, in long, and
right.
As you see, Kelly beat very strong boxer from Brazil, and this is tactical and technical things. What you asked me, I won't go there. A very important thing when you train boxers, getting ready for a competition, you have to investigate your opponent, and you have to set exactly the plan, fighting plan. But you can't give one plan to boxers, because you never know. Plan is plan, but situation anytime can be different. You're giving approximately, you exactly know this is maybe not work now, but it can work next time. But you have to give boxer 2-3 things, which is approximately can work. And boxer implements this. You confidence, you trust boxer, and boxer trusts you. She can implement these things. That's how this works. If you give one task to boxer, maybe it can work straight from beginning, but if she don't have another plan, that can be blocked after a while, because 100% that will be blocked from the opposite side. But when you have 3-4 things and your boxer can implement them, their opponent can't set this trap against him will be more difficult. You understand what I mean? Let's say. Hello?
Yeah. No, sorry, I'm just listening and taking it all in. And the depth of.
That's
And
that's what I want to say.
All the more important that she's staying amateurs, or
Yeah.
What did you say to her? What did you say to her, Zaur, to convince her to stay amateur? Because I'm sure there was a lot of money on offer to turn professional.
This is, of course, I wish she has big chance for next Olympic Games. Only 3 years left. But I think Fernando will speak about this, everything mostly, and my side, I want she stay as well. And we see, I don't know exactly 100% at the moment, but I hope she stays. That's what I want to say.
Yeah, we all hope the Kelly's there in 2024. And Zaur, you've done an incredible amount for Irish boxing over the last 20 years, and long may you reign and long may this success continue as well. Thanks a lot for talking to us.
Can I say one word?
Go
please?
on.
I won't say one word. I won't use this moment, and I won't say really this work and this job. Today we have medals and excellent, but it really was not easy job. That was very, very hard work. And I won't say 100% worked coaches. I won't especially say a big job did John Conlon, Dimitriuk, Owen Plug, and Damian Kennedy, and all super staff. They worked very well. This is the team.
Yeah.
And this strong team. Where is strong coaching team and super staff? They work 100% to create the best environment, the best positive situation all around the boxers. That's why this achievement happened.
Yeah, and you're leading them brilliantly, Zaur. Thanks a lot for joining us, and very best of luck over the next few years.
Okay, thank you. Everything will be good.
Zaur Antia there. Great to finally get to talk to him and get to talk in depth as well. A fascinating man. We're going to take a quick break.
Off the ball on News Talk. Show me the science.
Proudly sponsored by B. Braun.
With Professor Luke O'Neill.
A News Talk original podcast series focusing on different issues, from the serious to the silly. All explained through science. Catch up on the podcast series at newstalk.com or on the News Talk app. Powered by Go Loud.